The Oklahoma City Thunder will be represented at this weekend's NBA All-Star Game for the first time since the 2020 season.
Guard Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the team's first All-Star since Chris Paul. This afternoon, we're calling up Jonathan Huskey to the floor to break down the success of this young Thunder team. Jonathan, thanks for being here.
Glad to be here as always.
SGA is having an incredible season.
Yeah.
As we know, he's the 5th highest scorer in basketball this year. What's impressed you the most about him, and how far do you think the Thunder can go this year?
So I think the first thing is we've seen what he can do over some actual game minutes. I mean, the last couple of years, you remember, they would shut him down pretty early in the season because, let's be honest, last couple of years, the worse they did, the better, because the higher draft pick they would get. Now, I mean, he's played in every game, or he's started every game he's played, I should say. He's played in the majority of the games. And what really impresses me is how he has incorporated both all the young guys on this year's team and how he plays with Josh Giddey. That was a question when they drafted Josh Giddey, is because they kind of play the same position. How would they incorporate each other? They've done that really well. Shai has done a really good job of playing up his strengths and letting Josh do what Josh does, and then Giddey has done the same thing as well. So here's a stat. Shai right now is averaging just over 30 points, right about 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal a game. There have been 3 guys in NBA history that have done that over the course of a season: Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Dwayne Wade.
Wow.
So if he can keep that up,
he's in good company.
That's pretty good company to be in. Yeah.
What a gift for Thunder.
Yes. Yeah, he is a superstar for sure.
Yeah, and the Thunder, how long are they quickly? How far do you think they can make it?
I think you can see them making the play-in game for sure. That last one of those games to make it into the actual first round of the playoffs. One of the top 10 teams in the conference. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them do that.
And they have 1 million draft picks.
Yes, so they will be drafting
that
1
too.
million
This is
players
only
over
the
next 10
beginning.
years. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so let's switch gears to football. Even though Super Bowl is over, the XFL. That starts tomorrow, and former OU head coach Bob Stoops is coaching the Arlington Renegades. Do you think this revamped league will be a hit?
You know, I mean, it's really too bad that it's not WWE related anymore, right?
Yeah.
But I think spring football, we have seen in the past, is a tough thing to do. It's a tough league to make viable. I think if any league is going to do it, it's going to be this one. The marketing has been great. They've built up a lot of excitement around the league. They've got some big name coaches like Bob Stoops, and The Rock is involved. I mean, anytime The Rock is involved, that makes everything like 18% better automatically, right?
Sure.
So
I like that stat.
Right. Yeah. You know, hey, I'm here to give information.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
You know, we'll see. I'm interested to see it. Excited to see what it does. But long term, who knows?
I love the original one where they did like the 40-yard dash.
Yes, to start the game instead of a kickoff. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about some college baseball now. Today is opening day for college baseball. ORU, OU, and OSU all made it to the postseason last year. Give us a quick season outlook for all 3 of those teams.
So OU, of course, was national runners-up last year. Lost to Ole Miss in the national championship series. So obviously a lot of expectation around the Sooners this year. One guy to watch for them is Wallace Clark, Holland Hall alum. He's a sophomore this year. Infielder, plays a little catcher. He could be a guy that takes the leap and becomes a kind of a star player for them. Oklahoma State's the 9th-ranked team in the country to start the year by D1 baseball. They have a guy by the name of Nolan McLean, who is a bit of a shock that he came back this year. He was a draft pick. He's a power hitter. He's upper 90s on the mound. Throws the ball real hard on the mound. Wow. So he is a superstar. So I was really interested to see what he can do for them. A lot of expectations in Stillwater. And then ORU, of course. I mean, you talk ORU baseball, you talk postseason. Summit League championship is the expectation every year. Cade Denton is a right-handed pitcher out of their bullpen. He's the first All-American from ORU, first-team All-American since 2004. So he's a really good player. They've got some talent. So we could have 3 teams playing in the big tournament come May, June this year. So you know, it's going to be good. It's my favorite time of year.
Awesome. All right, Jonathan, thanks.
Yep.
Thanks for being with us. We'll be right back after this break.